The term love bomb has recently caught on. It's a term that relationship experts describe as a romantic gesture in the early stages.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
'Cause
Lots of attention.
Yeah, lots of attention. And then all of a sudden it's followed by manipulation and lying, and in some cases, abuse.
Wow.
So in other words, your Prince Charming suddenly becomes your arch enemy. So ladies, let's talk about this for a minute. Have you ever experienced love bomb? Do you know anybody that experienced it?
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
Ooh.
I didn't even know what the term was until last week. I read it on social media and I'm like, what is love bomb? And then I discovered that, honey, a bomb was dropped on me. Let me just say that.
They dropped a bomb on you, baby?
Yeah, they dropped a bomb on me. I was dating this guy and we would talk for hours on the phone. It was so great because nowadays people just want to text. Nobody wants to have a phone. We would laugh, we would talk. I was actually in Rome shooting Housewives. We would talk for hours in Rome. Like I'd be up all, throughout the night talking to him. And, at first he was really attentive and sweet.
Yeah.
And then I noticed a change. I noticed a change that he kept on trying to belittle me. Like he would say things. And I think he loved the drama. And I found myself crying all the time, even triggering me, like with stuff with my dad. And one day I shared with him, I said, you know what? And I was sobbing. And I was like, I feel like you're triggering me and this and that. And it just got worse. And I finally thought, this is not for me. And I had a plot twist.
What's the plot twist?
I put on social media, plot twist, and that was the end of the relationship. Don't
The
mess with
end.
me. Don't mess with me.
Okay, so you were like not giving in to the love bomb.
I'm
Good
done.
for you.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't,
didn't give
it
in.
became abusive.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And you recognized it like quickly and just ended it.
And I also realized he was in a relationship prior to me that was very dramatic. There was a lot of drama.
And he
So I think
liked
he
it.
brought that. He liked it.
Addicted to the chaos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
how
what
was
love bomb is. You ever experienced it?
I for sure experienced love bomb, and I actually first heard about this from Shannon Boodram, and she
Yes.
actually had a great description of this on her YouTube where she completely explains what it is, and she actually called it the most common and evil mind game. I had an ex that did everything to pursue me. I am talking wine and dine, have these deep emotional moments with me. I mean, we would cry together. He would write these love letters to me. I mean, one day I remember saying I was sick, and maybe like 20 minutes later, there was a knock on my door, and my doorman came up, and he had delivered soup for me.
Oh.
And I think even a humidifier. This is so random. I was
wow.
sick and like clean, a whole thing.
Yeah, right.
And this was like the norm for the first 2 years of our relationship, to the point where even his family and his friends were like, this is a changed man. We've never seen this version. So, and that fed my ego. That made me feel like, oh my gosh, like I've changed him. He's totally different. This is real. This is true. And then 2 years into the relationship, once the love experience, the in-love experience had ended, he was a completely different person. He was cold with me.
Wow.
I felt like I couldn't reach that person that I fell in love with anymore. And it was devastating. I was heartbroken. I was confused. I blamed myself. I'm like, what happened to the guy that I fell in love with? And I couldn't find him. And then you almost feel like, did that person ever even exist?
Right.
Was
this that the
guy,
representative?
this Prince Charming,
Yes.
where is this guy? Because he doesn't exist. And you blame yourself to some extent. You really think like, did I do something to deserve this?
I think a lot of times people like that are narcissists. Whenever I've had love bombs where it's like, this is too good to be true.
It's all about them.
It's usually too good
to be true.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, this is the one. This is what I've been waiting on. It's all on my list. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just found the last one that happened to me was maybe about 5 years ago. Great guy, we got along, we ate off of the same plate. That's love.
Yeah.
Minute, it's like a switch, it's like a snap.
Yeah.
And I just could not, and I think they wait for a sign from you.
To know that they got you.
Yes.
To know that they've got you, you're never gonna leave them.
Exactly.
You are in love with them. You've fallen into the love trap that they've created.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And then they pull back.
Yeah.
And it leaves you in such a place.
And unfortunately, a lot of women will stay too long into the situation
Yeah.
because
Yes.
they can't believe that it is happening, or they think,
Correct.
oh, it's just a moment,
Yeah.
it's just a phase.
He's gonna come back.
Right.
Right.
That same guy is gonna come back at some point.
The thing that happened to me, we went to a movie premiere and we knew people that were there. And I realized when he was talking to people, he was fine. But when he looked at me, he never smiled. And I thought, why do I want to be with someone like that? Like he
Right.
never, there wasn't any warmth coming my way.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and that's when I was like,
Well, this is the reason
I'm done.
why we always say, especially on this show,
Yeah.
it is important to see your mate at different stages
Yeah.
of your relationship. That's why we have courtship, people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
everybody want to jump in the bed. I always say, Auntie Lonnie coming out. Don't stop jumping in the bed so much and then making your whole life. You got to go through stages. You got to date. You have to court. You have to see each other. You have to see when they're mad. How do they
yes,
handle
you have to see him in every
the
season.
tragedies,
Yes.
all this other kind of stuff.
Yes.
That takes time. You know,
Absolutely.
because this is your life. You got plenty of time to hop in bed.
Yeah, I
That's
hope
right.
somebody
Understand who they are.
watching this is like, oh my God, I've been love bombed.
Right.
Yep.
And that this is your PSA right here.
Yep.
We
And
are
it-
your PSA.
Absolutely. And if it can happen to us, it can happen to anyone.
And you
We're
can get
just
out
like
of it.
everybody else,
Yeah.
right?